Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Thumbs up for that. I am feeling run down and tired. I'm pretty sure I am suffering from the effects of a bug of some kind. Now, if I do have a bug, then it's most likely just a standard cold bug, the cold virus. The cold virus doesn't really affect us. It's harmless. It does nothing to us. The symptoms we have from a cold are all our immune system ramping up, basically having a World War II reaction to a guy wandering over a borderline with a sack lunch. There's no need for the vast mobilization, but it's happening anyway. So that rundown feeling you get, your nose being filled up with all sorts of mucus, and the extra coughing and hacking, just that general rundown nasty feeling, that's your immune system. Thumbs up for that. Immunoglobulin E. It's a part of your immune system that just sees something fairly innocuous walk by, leaps on it, just knifes it while screaming bloody murder and calling help, help, help. So, joyous on that. So I went to bed moderately early, around 11-ish. I was in bed by 11:30 at the very latest. I was just tired. And I woke up early from pain, of course, so it was just flip-flopping toward the end before I got up. But I got some sleep, so I should feel better, but I don't feel refreshed. Thumbs up. Illness for the win. Also, though, I did go walkies last night. I finally pushed up and out and went walking. And it was freezing last night. It was cold when I started. Really close to being actual freezing level. On the walk back from Walmart, it was literally freezing. I was so cold. It was uncomfortable. It was terrible. I mean, literally freezing. I had this on and then my summer jacket on top of it. And at one point I was actually wearing my gloves because I was so cold. And my heat was just being sucked out of my upper body. And I hate cold. I hate cold. But oh my God, I do not function in heat to the point that I was walking last night. I was pushing. I was almost running. I was just walking so hard. Whether it was uphill or downhill, I was not just walking 3 miles an hour. I was pushing to go even further. I was feeling terrible and uncomfortable because it was so cold and my body was just chugging and whirring and loving it. My mind works better when I'm cold. My body works better when I'm cold. I just do better when I'm cold. It turns warm and I start getting logy. I slow down. I fall asleep. I just don't do well. My body doesn't feel right when it gets cold. And it's like, yeah, let's go. So that part's cool anyway. Too bad the world is continuing to heat up. So thumbs up for that. Such is life, though. Such is life. Because I am run down feeling today, of course, even though I have my PS4 camera here up on top of my face for the computer monitor area, and over here I have the Logitech webcam, and it's on top of my console's monitor, which I only need to make a click on a switch, and then I've got 2 monitors for my PC, which is nice. It makes it easy. But on the whole, because I'm just feeling so run down today, I'm not going to be doing anything special on the video editing, just little picture-in-picture type things in the corner periodically. Thumbs up. I mean, I'm already facing this direction for when I thank people for leaving comments, so there's not even a real reason to go flipping around other than just trying to say, like, you go like, yeah, and that's what she said. Type cutaways. I mean, not that I'd ever make that kind of a stupid joke. I mean, that one is low-hanging fruit sort of thing. Sometimes low-hanging fruit is okay. I mean, everybody has to eat. But on the whole, I like a whole range of things, being a human being. I don't just like one thing. I'm a sudden rant from out of nowhere. I don't just like one thing. Even though I like to think of myself as highbrow a lot, and I like things that make me think, I am also the kind of person that can laugh at when somebody falls off a wall and rolls down the grass as everything that they were carrying flies everywhere. You know, I don't need highbrow humor to laugh. I'm a human being. I'll laugh at lowbrow toilet humor too. But I like the kind of stuff that makes you work for it. Now, you don't run across too much where a picture with a joke behind it will have the face level meaning, and then the meaning behind the face level meaning. And then if you really work at it, you can see that there's a third level of humor behind that. When the person who is working on their stuff goes to so much effort to make a joke that maybe a quarter of the readers are going to get, it's a bit of a push beyond what should be expected, but I am so glad when you come across that sort of thing. Same with, of course, video and other such like that, and stories. When there's the surface level joke, and then the joke that you have to think about it, and then the third level meta joke behind that. That sort of stuff I love. I love the stuff you have to work for it, and when you do find it, it's like you found a treasure trove that everyone else is missing. And so it's very, very cool. Like I said, it's hard to find because you're really putting a lot of effort into something that not many people are going to get. So not a lot of people go that deep. You'll have like the first and second layers, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. It's just when they really make you work for it. Thumbs up for that. So I'm not... It comes down to, because I'm still unsure if I've tried to make my actually made my point, and I know I'm not going to make my point because this is all extemporaneous, off the top of my head. I'm tired, I'm not feeling good, so any point that I'm going to make is meandering, wandering, and when I finally go, this is my point, I'm probably at a point in the woods about 50 miles away from the actual point, and so the point that I've made is some nonsensical thing. So joys for that. But it's like I was saying on many different things. I like to work for this stuff. I like difficult music because easy listening music that goes in one ear and out the other. You know, it's got that slick, greasy feel. It just goes, and when it's gone, it's gone. It didn't leave you anything. There's nothing to think about. It wasn't difficult music. It didn't create any scars or wounds with its spines that it has as it goes in this ear and burrows sideways, leaving those scars as it goes. And when it's gone, you've got those wounds that you're picking over and going, oh man, the way that sounded when it was this, and then you got this you think about too, and when you're all done, it's been a long time that song has been in your head because of all those track marks that it left. That's the stuff I love. Difficult music where the first time you listen to it, you may not even like it. It may be nothing that you even want, but it's just got something you go, yeah, I'll listen to it again. But that second time you're like, oh my, oh. And then from then on, you're hooked. The more you listen to it, the more you find. I still find music that from the 60s, 70s, 80s that I've listened to forever that is difficult music, and it's like, I never heard that going on before. And it's a very subtle thing, but it adds to it. And I love that. Difficult music. Even popular music can be difficult. if it makes you think, if it leaves tracks as it goes in and out. Thumbs up for that. I like the difficult music. I like that stuff that makes you think. Yes, there's a place for everything. Even the pop stuff that just goes and leaves nothing behind except you going, yeah, I heard that song by... Who did that? Well, I kind of liked it, I think. It was nice, wasn't it? So, there's a place for everything. Definitely a thumbs up. And, of course, there's also a place for silence. This, as I have read in a couple articles, silence is actually very good for your brain. Constant noise, especially if it's just noise, but even just listening to music all the time, or television, stuff that's not noise, but it's just, background noise, you need silence. That is what your brain uses for work. And if you don't provide it with that silence, you're not doing your brain any favors. Oh, all itchy. Almost wasn't English. I sit in silence a lot now. I listen to videos all the time. I watch videos all the time. I play games. I listen to music. But I also have a lot of just silence time where I'm not listening to anything. I'm just reading, or playing with a hamster, or petting my kitty cat, where there's just the world, not anything external that I'm adding to it. I find I do that a lot. But it's good for your brain. So don't feel bad if you don't do it, but it's definitely something to shoot for. Plus, I might as well go on to this part, because in the comments, somebody had mentioned that they were having a bad habit of eating when bored, just like I tend to do. So I try now not to get things. If you do, and that's the thing you want to change, remember this. It is hard to break a habit. It's easy to make a habit because you're not thinking about it, but it's hard to break a habit because it takes 21 days, 3 weeks of work, consciously not doing that habit to break it. So if you find that you eat when you're bored, if you want to stop doing that, have to now spend the next 3 weeks consciously watching yourself as you go about your day. And if you find yourself reaching for food or eating or wanting, you've got to be aware of that all the time for 3 weeks. Do that though, and you can break it. Now that's not impossible. It's a hassle. It's a pain. If you fail and you find yourself engaging in that habit, you don't have to start over. It's just extra work. You have to go, oh, I failed. I need to keep my eyes open more next time so I don't fail again. Don't beat yourself up for failing. You're a human being. But it's going to take work. And that's why habits are easy to make, because it's something you do when you're not thinking about it. And after 3 weeks of doing something without thinking about it, now you never have to think about it again, because you just do it forever until you get that 3 weeks of work not doing that. But everything takes time. Everything takes time. So don't beat yourself up. Just take that time. It'll happen. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's taken me 5 years of walking, where now if I wish, I can walk 7 or 8 miles straight. I just prefer to go the 6-mile round trip, because otherwise it tends to inflame the nerves of my legs and back, and then I can't sit or even stand comfortably. So I tend to just go on 6-mile walkies, but it's taken 5 years of work to get there where I can do it comfortably and power walk through things. Things take time. Don't push yourself, and especially do not feel bad because things take time. It's not your fault that things take time. It's the universe. Don't fight against reality. Don't beat yourself up because of it. Thumbs up for that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do, answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, it is appreciated. You took the time, you expended the calories, you left me a comment. Thank you so very, very much. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And if I get lost, and I probably will, even though I count in American Sign Language because of my fibro, depression, untreated adult ADHD, I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Rutherford P. Farquhar. See, my brain is actually doing pretty good today. It's just I feel run down and sick because of immunoglobulin E. Thumbs up. So anyway, let me get to my comments. We have Russian timing, thumbs up and thank you. And Quizler, greatly appreciated. Kale Matthew Commendator? I'm not quite sure, but thank you very, very much. And Leon Ash, thank you very much. Mr. Marvelous, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and good to see you in the comments. Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and thank you. And we have Ghetto Wombat. How about that? And we have Terry Johnson, thumbs up and thank you. Milk Chalky, thumbs up. Young Prince, greatly appreciated. David Martinez, thumbs up and thank you. Alex S. Elia R. I'm nowhere close, but thank you. Elder Wolf 569, thank you for the information. I'll have to look for those. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. And Freddie Mercury, thumbs up and thank you. We have Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Ben Taylor, thumbs up and thank you. We have Dimas Zero, greatly appreciated. Jiggly Gut Gaming, thank you very, very much for the advice. It is going to help. I'm going to go back and replay. Joe Duffy, thumbs up and thank you. Gavin Hitchens, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Ali Shabiri, greatly appreciated. Ryan Davies, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Fluxion, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, and dealing with real people. That is definitely a thumbs up. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Now, if you wanted to help support me but didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out but you didn't want to send money at all, I also have an Amazon wish list link down below if you could check that out. It has things like hamster food, hamster bedding, not vetting, cat food, silly things, not silly things. If you could check that out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Anyway, though, I have this video. I have another video just to edit and render. I want to record another Reddit reading reaction, but I got so behind and have just been so tired. My scheduling is crazy. So I'm going to do the best I can. And I want you to do just the best that you can. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Never feel bad. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step. Just one. So don't feel bad if you can only make one step. Well, hey, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Take care, and I will see you on the flip side.